This video is sponsored by Black Resin Shilajit. What on earth is Shilajit, I hear you ask? Well, let's look at some health magazines and clinical studies. There's an article in Men's Health magazine where a person tries Himalayan gunk for more energetic workouts. Here's what happened. Forbes Health section also mentions a guide to the best fertility supplements and vitamins for men. Healthline also talks about the benefits of Shilajit. And again, Men's Health magazine mentions Shilajit amongst their 7 immune boosting superfoods. Dr. Axe talks about Shilajit as the ancient brain boosting, hormone regulating, medicinal herbal mineral. And of course, Medical News Today talks about the 10 benefits of Shilajit. Now, where can you get your own? I've put the link in the description, and for a 10% discount, make sure to include the word smile to Jannah. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of
Smile to Jannah.
Society. What has it come to? What has it become? Because of a lack of a divine compass, Europe has become a cesspool of liberal values.
By 3.5, Kieran had transitioned to a girl.
Hi, my name is Liana. I use they demon pronouns.
So, if you refuse to date a gay person, you're homophobic.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
Listen, I'm ready for the asteroid. I've had enough.
Reported by CNN, in Berlin, oh yes, Germany, they are allowing women to swim topless in the name of gender equality. Now, whilst the women in Germany might be happy with their rights, the men are going to be staring at their lefts.
This is the most haram video I've ever watched.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if husbands suddenly start telling their wives, darling, we haven't been on holiday for quite a while. I think we should go to Berlin. Yeah, let's take in the sights. Yeah, let's take in the historical sights, and let's take a look at the natural sights as well. And if this is seen as progress and Islam is called backwards, then you know what? I don't mind being called backwards, frankly. Thank you. So let's get to the crux of the matter. Why on earth has this come to fruition? Germany's trying to say, oh, you know, we're a society that does this sort of stuff. We're comfortable and this and that. No, but this is not as simple as that. In fact, in December, a mother went with her 5-year-old child topless. Oh yes, topless. Naturally, she got kicked out. But being the German version of a Karen, she complained. But the people that are responsible for making the decisions actually went, you know what? This is a bit of a difficult one. She's gone topless. She's got a 5-year-old child. This is a thinker. And another case was that of a biological woman who, when she was stopped topless, she goes, I identify as a man. So because they've already opened the doors to LGBT, they're going to have to do the same here, mate. But how on earth are you going to justify when school kids go to that swimming pool and see a bunch of women expressing their rights and their lefts and slapping them in your faces and in the faces of your kids? But apparently, this is what we should all be aiming for. This is why we need to reform our religions. Religions that want the women to cover up in front of their kids and strangers? What nonsense is this? What barbarism is this? Backward stuff. Hey, you know what? I'm okay with that stuff still. And you know what? They accuse religions with brainwashing kids. You know why these guys complain? Because they want us to clear the field for them, so they can come in and sow the seeds of confusion in the hearts and minds of our children. You're a boy, but also a girl. Maybe you're a mixture of both. Maybe sometimes you feel more like a boy, or sometimes you feel more like a girl. You know what? You're a boy, girl, maybe, subhanallah, inshallah. And if gender equality is really the flag that you want to be swinging around, amongst other things, then what about those men that don't get access to their children? In fact, 90% of women get access, and men get blackmailed with their kids. Are you going to be including gender equality there as well? Because we welcome it. Will you also be doing gender equality when it comes to certain professions that unfortunately have to be dominated by males because women just don't want to do it, like construction workers, engineers, truck drivers, firefighters, and the list goes on. Can we get a bit of gender equality here as well? And it's what we say about liberalism as well, that they cannot prove their foundational principles. When they say issues about the hijab, as Muslims we say the hijab or the compulsory covering of a woman is the whole body except the face, the hands, the feet. And for a man, the compulsory covering is navel to knees. These are the hijab for both men and women in Islam. They say, no, the hair shouldn't be covered. And we go, why? Why do you think that your method is right and our method is wrong? You love proving stuff and going with the evidence. Yeah, when it comes to God, yeah, evidence. Give us evidence then. They don't have evidence. It's just the cultural norm. And 10 years ago, the cultural norm was to cover the bottom and the top of women. Now, slowly, even the top is coming off. Not only is it coming off, it's coming off in front of our kids. And you know what? Give it another 10 years and they're going to be saying about the bottom as well. Hey, we don't want restriction down there. It's bad for your health. Let it all hang free, mate. And the most shocking and surprising bit is how the women are not seeing how they are being sexualized. And they genuinely have believed that this is helping their cause of equality. How is showing your private parts linked to freedom? I just don't get this, mate. In Islam, we understand the body, the private parts, and how it can lead to illicit relations, and then eventually it can break up the family and affect the society. Look how beautiful the laws of Allah are, because Allah has the picture, we have the pixel. We are biased by the laws that we come up with, and frankly, this is enough evidence to suggest that we're not really good at doing this either. Let's leave the decision making to the Most High. And guys, if we do not learn our religion, then our kids and possibly even we will get swept up in society and pleasing other people. So it's important that not only do we learn our religion, but we teach it to our kids as well, because without Islam, boy, it is gonna be difficult. And let's face it, guys, the society that we're living in needs us to be solid so we can present them with the gift of Islam as well, because this is an example amongst many that Islam is needed in these people's lives. Because what they have at the moment, boy, is not only going to ruin them, it's going to ruin the people around them as well. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.